What's going on, guys? In this video tutorial, I will be showing you how to factor polynomials, and we're going to be looking at a specific special factoring pattern, which is called the difference of two cubes. So let's go ahead and jump right to it. So this is the special factoring pattern that we're going to be using today. We're going to look at an example where both terms are being multiplied to the third power, and we want to factor them using the pattern represented after a cubed minus b cubed. So let's look at an example where this special factoring pattern comes into play. As you guys can see in this example here, I have c cubed minus 27. So if you see here, I have my special factoring pattern, the difference of two cubes that we saw earlier, and I replaced the known values with colors. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be trying to match our problem or our polynomial to the special factoring pattern here on the left with a cubed minus b cubed, which is then going to tell us how we can factor it with the pattern that follows thereafter. So like I said, the first thing we have to do is we need to rewrite this polynomial. So one thing I want us to pay attention or look at is if we look at this 27, this 27 can also be written as 3 times 3 times 3, or it can be written as 3 to the third power or 3 cubed, which is the same thing as 27. So I'm showing you that these different ways of writing something, it means the same. We're rewriting it so that it fits our need of making the polynomial fit the pattern. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this. I'm going to use the 3 cubed as my way of rewriting the number 27, and I'm also going to be using the colors red and blue so that you can see my known values that I'm going to be plugging in later on into my factoring pattern. So if I take that, I'm going to write c cubed minus 27 as, I'm going to write it as c cubed minus 3 to the third power, or 3 cubed. And as you guys can see, this is slowly starting to take shape of our special factoring pattern of difference of two cubes. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to show you that if I look at this c, right? This c is going to be my value for a. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write that on the left. I'm going to say my a value, is going to equal to c, and my b value is going to be the 3. My b value is going to be the 3. So with respect to the factoring pattern, I know that my b is equal to 3. So I found the key pieces that I need in order to then rewrite my polynomial in factored form. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to follow that same pattern. So I'm saying, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to rewrite my polynomial on the bottom so that you can kind of see that process. So I'm saying that c to the third power minus b, which in this case is going to be 3 to the third power, is going to equal a minus b, and so on and so forth. So what I'm doing is I'm inserting my known values of my polynomial, and I'm so that I can then match it to my special factoring pattern. So I'm just going to go through the pattern. So my A, that's my known value, which is going to be C. So C minus 3, because 3 is my B value, times A squared, and we know that A is equal to C. So I'm going to write C to the second power plus A, which is going to be C, times B, which is going to be 3, plus B squared, or 3 to the second power. So like I said earlier, I'm rewriting my polynomial so that it fits the special factoring pattern. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to simplify this just to make it look as simplified as possible. So I'm going to take this a step further here, and I'm going to say C cubed minus 3 cubed, or 3 to the third power, is equal to C minus 3 times C squared And in math, when you're multiplying a variable with a number, the number goes in the front. So I'm going to go ahead and write that. C times 3 is equal to 3C. And then 3 to the second power is going to be 9. So now that I used my known values and I used my colors to insert my values of my polynomial, I'm just going to make this one solid color to show you what C cubed minus 3 cubed is in factored form. So upon using my special factoring pattern of difference of 2 cubes, I was able to factor what originally was C cubed minus 27, and when we rewrote it, we were able to identify our values, and we got C minus 3 times C squared plus 3C plus 9. And this is going to be as factored as you can possibly get when it comes to using the special factoring pattern. So hopefully you found this video tutorial helpful. Stay tuned for more math tutorials, and I'll see y'all soon.